if you're taking a photo or sharing a photo, the hashtag is CBA Concours 2018. If you want to make your friends jealous.
Bob Dewar, Vice Chairman, Alfa Romeo Owners Club, Kenya, Event Director, CBA Africa Concours d'Elegance.
Tell us your experience with Concours from ever since you became a leader in the team.
Right, well, the Concours d'Elegance first started to commemorate the first anniversary of the Alfa Romeo Owners Club. Initially, it was a very small event, limited to club members in Alfa Romeo cars. Later, we opened it to all makes and types of cars, and subsequently we brought in motorcycles.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the Ugandans, Team Uganda. We've got a big contingent of Ugandan riders that have participated.
So, initially, the event was modest, and we all were competitors and also part of the organisation. After a while, I became the chairman of the club, and I became the team leader, and that's, I suppose, where I am now.
How do you relate with the Kenya Motorsport Federation?
Well, this event is run under Kenya Motorsport Federation regulations. We produce draft regulations and then they're approved by the Kenya Motorsport Federation, and the event is recognized and sanctioned by FIM-Africa.
What is that?
FIM-Africa is the Fédération Internationale de Motocyclisme for Africa, the governing body of motorcycle sport for Africa, just as you have the Football Federation and the FIA, the Fédération Internationale d'Automobile.
The favorite car that you've ever driven?
I have a 1972 Alfa Romeo Spider sports car, which I like to enjoy at weekends. So while golfers hit a silly little ball on a golf course, I enjoy my Spider. I play with my Alfa Romeo Spider.
Has it ever competed at Concours?
Well, as an official, I cannot be a competitor. I hand it out to somebody else months before the concours and leave it to him entirely.
Entirely?
I can't enter a car in an event which I am the event director.
Very few of these cars have power steering, so they have to cut a manually. So let's bear with them as they try to negotiate that last corner. Lazima watumie ukali hapo.
How many entries from outside Kenya were there for this particular concours?
Right, we had 30 entries from outside Kenya. We had representation from Rwanda, South Africa and Uganda. The biggest number came from Uganda. 20 25 came from Uganda, 2 bikes from South Africa, representing the Vintage Motorcycle Club of South Africa, and for the first time we had a car entry from Rwanda.
My name is Paul Mukhula. Yes, I'm from Kigali, Rwanda. I am founder of what they call the auto show in Rwanda called Shuha Auto Show. And we are so pleased to be here, by the way. It's the first time we brought our car here. And we're so amazed by the love it has garnered here. Again, I would say we started going through the one of Uganda. It was good. Then we came here, well organized. So glad to be here.
How did you perform in Uganda and in Kenya?
In Uganda, we won the category we were, the 4,000 plus cc, and here we won the best car from Rwanda, and third in our category of 3,000 cc and above.
Oh wow!
Yes.
How do you feel about it?
Oh, ecstatic! I feel ecstatic. So happy.
All right.
Yes.
All right. And I see you have a friend of yours over here.
Thanks very much.
Karibu Kenya. Yes.
Yes. Please introduce yourself for us.
All right. My name is Chris Pasha. I'm the group head of marketing for CBA Commercial Bank of Africa, who are the title sponsors for the Concours Again.
How long have you been sponsoring the event?
This is our 7th year running, and we're very pleased to be part of this prestigious and elegant event.
Comparing all those years to this year, what can you say about this year?
I'd say this year seems to the standards. People have upped their game this year. We have an entry from Rwanda for the first time. We are also involved. We are the title sponsor for the event, similar event, vintage classic and classic car show in Uganda. And if Paul and I come out of here smiling like we are, we never know. We might see him in Kigali as we go to support him in a similar venture that he's doing. So I would say this year I have seen very new entries. I have seen a massive, amazing crowd, more than I have seen in a long time, and we're very, very thankful for everybody for their support.
I can't hear those cars. Can you hear them? Can you hear them? Never missed a concours. I'm sure he's not here, he's at the rear section, but we'll find out.
What's your highlight for the event today?
This is my highlight for the event. This car, 7 liter, I was blown away. I saw it yesterday and I've blown away.
Right.
Yeah.
We have a Africa Continental status, and we're living up to it with these entries from outside our country, Kenya.
Right. Do you think that Concours will be the biggest motorsport in Africa?
No, it's not intended to be. It's a Concours d'Elegance. We're not trying to be big, we're trying to be classy. We are the classiest event on the Kenya Motorsport calendar. We're happy.
So, provisional overall winner, Veronica Rowe. Second, Satigata MG. Third, Satigata Nissan.
What can you say about the winners for this particular concours?
Very interesting. The first time we've had a lady winner. Very close margin, only 1 point separating the winner from the runner-up.
What was that 1 point?
I wouldn't know how the point difference came up.
Okay.
You know, I mean, think of all the items that are marked: underside, external finish, interior and boot, engine and engine compartment. Where the point difference came, I wouldn't know without looking at the breakdown.
Ladies, please, let's give a special hand. Our first lady winner, Veronica Rowe. Hiyo ni makofi ya wivu. Tupigie makofi ambayo haina wivu ndani tafadhali, please. Hata kama unaendesha Vitz na Academia pale nje, tafadhali Veronica Rowe, makofi ya Veronica Rowe iko wapi? Very well done.
Okay, my name is Veronica Rowe.
Congratulations for your win.
Thank you so much.
Could you describe the car for us, please?
Describe it. Well, it's a 1934 boat-tail Rolls Royce. Yeah, it came to Kenya in the 1950s. My dad got it about 18 years ago, and yeah, he's made it into the beauty it is now. We've, redone all the woodwork, redone the engine, paintwork.
Right.
So yeah.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you so much.
Amazing. The color is quite. Could you describe the color for us?
Well, it was actually a choice of my dad's. Originally, to go with this white, he was trying to figure out what color he thought would work best. So he's done sort of I guess it's like a sun yellow. But it makes the car stand out, and it kind of goes with the woodwork and the interior and everything.
What sentiments have you gotten from the Motorsport Federation?
Well, I mean, I'm in a family full of motorsports sort of addicts in a way, I guess. My dad's been collecting cars for as long as before I was even born, so I've always been around that. I also used to race motorbikes, so
nice.
Yeah, so motorsports is a big thing in our life. Yeah.
So what happens? What happens after the win? Where will the car? What will the car do after the win?
The car does many things. I mean, I do a lot of runs with it. So with the Vintage and Classic Car Club, we do runs up to Naivasha and places like that. And also, there's a couple. Sometimes the cars get used in films or anything really. Yeah. So it doesn't just sit around and do nothing all year. Yeah, it's very much used, but it's.
Okay. How do you feel to be the first lady? Are you the first lady that has won in this
I am, yes.
concours?
Yeah, I am.
How do you feel about it?
Amazing. Although I think more credit needs to go to my dad, because he's the one who's got the knowledge and has made this car look as amazing as it is. But yeah, I feel very honoured to be part of it and to be the first lady winner for sure. And there needs to be more ladies.
Oh yeah,
too, for sure. Yeah.
And what can you tell your competitors?
This year has been hard competition. I mean, in comparison to last year, it's just the level has gone up and up.
Why do you say that?
Because the cars are in such amazing condition this year. I mean, they were last year, obviously, but I think everyone stepped up their game this year. And I think last year there were less vintage cars, so it gave this car a lot more of an advantage. So I think this year it's been tougher because there's been more in its class, and just the standard is extremely high.
About how the show has been managed, how would you tell them?
I hope that our organisation lived up to their expectations. It's a lot of hard work. We're all volunteers. Nobody is paid. I think the competitors work harder each year. The standard of preparation of the machines this year, both bikes and cars, is very, very high.